Kia ora tātou. Behind me, I'm just uh, blocking out and getting down one of my maipi for a little nephew of mine, and working hard out to try and get the right lines, get some of the lines back because I've went off a little bit, so I've had to try and reline it up. So that just takes a bit of time. When you're working with machinery, you've got to be careful that you don't get too I don't know, overzealous with your machinery, because well, it's easy to go off, actually go off your lines, and to do something that you don't want to do. The thing is that you can't really put wood back, you can only take it off. So that's a little bit of a tip for me: go slowly, go slowly. With that, I'm enjoying the day. It's a really nice showery day, not too hot, just right to kind of put some focus and energy towards what you're doing, some awareness. So with that, from the last time I saw you, we were drawing templates. I transferred a template to that size timber at the back there. I've now blocked it out, got it right down to this size. Okay, so there you go. From that thickness, that block there, to this semi refined blockage of a block out of a Taiaha. You can look long ways, look down the line itself. That's what you're always keeping an eye on. That's why you always got to keep your midlines all the time. Even right at the tip there, you can see a midline going across on all the four sides. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So there you go. This area here, because you're working with you've got to make sure that you actually, if I bring over the big timber up here, it gives you an idea what's been taken out. So if I put this up, hard up against that timber. Now, like I say, how you block it out is really up to you. Back in my training days, we used to do it all by filing with the hand. But you can just see the top of the eye here on the ariro, on the upoko. There's a space between there and to the actual kakao. That there's a lot of work right down, because you can see you got to take all this bulk wood all the way down to the bottom. And that there you got to be quite careful with, because you can, if you go off, you're actually taking the shape of your taiaha off. So you've got to make sure that you always got your lines there. That's why it's not a fast process at all. Something you got to take your time with. You always keep your lines, check your lines, hold it up, see if it's straight, go 4 sides again, go a different angle, see it from another angle, and by the time you're finished, you should have you should keep those lines quite authentic, quite tight. With that in mind, there's still a lot of work to be done on that fella. This guy, regards to authenticity, it's about connection. This taiaha isn't mine. It's going to a nephew of ours who's going to be trained in taiaha, but it's going to be given for his 21st birthday. And in saying that, it's not really how we used to do it in the old days, giving young fellas taiaha. But in saying that, there's a resurgence of our culture that needs to be recognised, that needs to be taken into account. And so for our young men to actually feel these taonga before they get into tutau, or before they actually have access to some of these deeper schools of thought, it's kind of good to kind of get them invigorated about their culture, invigorated about the opportunity to actually learn the art form properly. So we sometimes can carve these depending on the individual cases. In this case, this young fella's quite onto it, and I believe he'll be a great leader for our people in the future. a great role model. So with that in mind, I'll just give you one more look at that, and kia koutou te tikana, kia koutou te wā.